All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier iHypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. At the time of this recording, you might be hearing a different tone in my voice. A couple of reasons. One is, of course, let's say I've been kind of almost like at a rock show for the last 2 days. For those of you who've been following along, you know that this is literally like a yearly tradition that I do twice a year, and of course, I'm talking about the Freedom. Usually, it's the Freedom Business Retreat. This time, it was the Freedom Champions Retreat, and this happens in my community, the Internet Lifestyle Hub. Now, some of you, as coaches and healers, you might already be familiar with this name, or maybe this is the first time that you're hearing the name. But what's important is that as I was getting ready to put this pod together, one is, of course, I make it a point to do this pod every single day. And I've been doing this now for just a little over 3 years, every single day. And the other thing, of course, what's most important is that I, I make it a point to do a lot of work in the community, but I also, I'm talking about our community, the iHypnosis Life. But I also make it a point to step out and tap into a, a larger source, even more powerful source, so that I have the inspiration, I have the energy, I have the vision to be able to look beyond what I'm already doing and what I'm already creating. So, especially as a healer and a coach, I want to share these three things with you, which I know have made a difference in my life over the last 7 years now, and especially over the last, let's say, 3 to 4 years. One of the things that I've always done is that I make it a point to step out of my own routine, and something I can definitely wish for you is that you are able to find a source like this if you haven't already, because again, all of us need something different. So the first thing that I want to talk about, of course, is that in order to be able to find this space, right, let your faith and, of course, let destiny guide you. I happened to come across this community way back in 2019, and there's much longer story that is linked to this discovery. But in short, the story goes that I found somebody who is in this space, in this digital marketing space, digital brand space, way back in 2019. And of course, I'm talking about somebody who I consider to be my guide. Like, I am very fortunate that I get to do the same work in the lives of people in my community. And likewise, I found my guide way back in 2019. And ever since, of course, I've been led by faith and, of course, destiny to keep coming back and keep tapping into this energy so that I can share more of that with my own community. The second thing, of course, is that while you're being led by faith and, of course, destiny, it's also important that you are able to tap into your intuition for it to be able to basically anchor you. Because I also know that as a healer, as a coach, maybe you yourself have done a lot of your certifications, you've done a lot of programs, and somewhere along the way, it's very easy to feel lost. It's very easy to become jaded. By that I mean, it looks very sparkly. It looks very like high on possibilities when you see somebody else out there doing what you believe that even you are meant to do. But when you actually start doing the work, somewhere along the way, life takes over, or maybe it's our own inner voice that kind of talks us out of what we want to do, and we get lost. But on the other hand, like I said, the second thing is that if you allow intuition to anchor you, that means you're tapping into your intuition and you're letting it anchor you, which means it keeps you in a firm um, on a firm footing. Then the chances of you getting lost are minimized. So make sure that in your own journey, and I know I've done it myself, I've been lost at one point, and then of course I was able to find my way back. So that's definitely something I would highly recommend, that you allow your intuition to anchor you, and then of course when that becomes more and more of a reality, you will be able to experience a much deeper shift in your own transformation, and thereby you have that much more that you can share with your own community, your own audience. And lastly, very important, that you stay open for miracles. You stay open to miracles, because the more you're willing to do this, that really is when you will not only find the right people, you'll find the right circumstances, the right opportunities, and it'll all come to you in a way where it'll truly feel like you've tapped into a literally, a magnetic storm of possibilities, and what otherwise you would maybe call chance occurrences. So these are three things that I know have made a difference in my life, and I wish them for you as well, especially as a healer and a coach. May you continue to do the work that you're doing, and of course, find that divine inspiration. I mean, I'm telling you this at 1:35 in the morning. As I said, we've been out for the last 2 nights, the last 2 days and last 2 nights, and literally, if I sort of like go back in time 24 hours, like where I was last night or morning at this time versus where I am now, it's like literally the difference between night and day. So I know that miracles do happen, and as long as you're willing to trust your gut, as long as you're willing to have the faith in yourself, you will definitely receive a lot. As always, these pods are made in service of you, and I truly appreciate you. I really want you to know that you are already on the path, you're already doing a lot of amazing work, and wishing you all the very best on your journey. And as always, if there's any way in which I can help you, please do reach out and let me know. And having said all of that, of course, as always, remember to live your purpose. God bless, and of course, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.